name is Amit Surana, and I am here to yet again help you out with quantitative aptitude section of your CAT. I hope you guys have had a great Saturday today, and I hope to, if not make it better, at least not make it worse today. Yes, how are you all doing? There's so many of you already waiting. Hello, Yash. Hi, Sanjay. Hello. Sanjay Mishra, my favorite actor. Hi, hello Sanjay. How's everyone else doing? Hi. Hello Vibhor. Hi. मेरे तो नहीं हो, आप किसके हो पिताजी? Hi, hi, hi. Hey Vibhor, thank you so much, man. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Hey Vijay, thank you, man. I'm doing great and I'm doing better. Thank you for asking. I hope you guys are also doing great. Hi Prince, hello Archana. Is it me or are you guys not able to? Just what I thought. It was with okay. It was with my phone. No issues. No issues. Hi. I thought I've been talking to no one. Hi guys. Hey. Hello Prince. ठीक है. As long as मेरे नहीं हो तब तक तो ठीक ही है. Hi Soham. Soham, you had doubts on SI and CI. Okay. Soham, how about you? Send your doubts in on Telegram. Yes, I'll give out what my Telegram ID is, and you can send in your questions there, and we'll have a nice discussion there. Yes. Hi Vedant. Yes. Hi. Let's do this. Yes. Alright. So if there's anyone who does not know me, my name is Amit Surana. I am an aeronautical engineer from Chennai. I have over 6 years of experience teaching quantitative aptitude, and I've helped over 2 lakh students achieve all their dreams. If you're planning on sharing this on any of your social media platforms, please do not forget to use hashtag cat live daily. And if you're planning on tagging me on any of these, then my ID is Surana Live. This is my ID on Instagram, on Telegram, on Twitter, wherever, everywhere. This is my handle. Yeah. And I would love to hear more from you guys. So if you have any conversations, if you would want to ask anything, please feel free to go ahead and do that. Yeah. Kanika, yeah, daily. Yesterday I couldn't come, but usually I do come. Yes, I do come daily. Yes. Hi, Khushbu. Hey, thank you so much. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well as well. Sure. So I'm looking forward to it. All right. So guys, today's agenda, what we'll be looking at, what arithmetic mean is and what geometric mean is, but not just what these means are, but how would that these means be essential for us to deal with polynomials, right? What would they tell us about different roots? Yes. So that's what we are going to look at today. Please don't worry. This is not a session on numbers, or this is not a session on AP or GP. Yes, this is just a session on polynomials where we'll be talking about arithmetic mean and geometric mean of the roots and how they tell us more about themselves. Yes. Before which, if you haven't already joined the community that we have on Telegram, please go ahead and do it right away. The link here is on the screen. The link will be sent in the chat box as well. tinyurl.com/Unacademy chat, and you select CAT and you will be added to the group. Yes. So if you haven't already done it, please go ahead and do that. I am also a part of the group. I'm one of the admins. So if you have any conversations to have, you can very well do that. And if you haven't already considered taking an academy subscription, yes, which I would very much suggest you to do, right? I would very much suggest you to do. Try out. I wouldn't want you to pay upfront, right? पहले इस्तेमाल करें फिर विश्वास करें वाला concept है यहाँ पे, right? So we take special classes every now and then, right? I have one scheduled today. Ashish sir also has one. Yes, so you can have you can contact him. You can also find out what are the different schedules of which educator. I will be taking one today at 11 p.m. Yes, so if you want, you can come there and check out. Yes, you can come there and check out. You can see how the session is, and more than the session, because come on guys, यहाँ पर भी मैं ही हूँ, वहाँ पर भी मैं ही रहूँगा, right? I wouldn't change, so the way I teach also wouldn't change. But what would change is the environment, the ambience that you will be in, right? And anyone who has followed me there to the special classes, right? They know for a fact that that learning environment is way better than here at YouTube. Now, I'm not saying this is not good, but then if you are someone who can get easily distracted, right? Yeah, there's so many suggestions when you scroll down, right? One of your famous, artists, music would be there, probably Sidhu Moosewala. I don't know who your, favorite singer is or artist is, right? And you'll just suddenly, you will have that inclination towards that, right? So if you don't want to, if you want to have a, undistracted, completely focused learning, then I'd suggest you come there, right? And to be frank, the one at 11 p.m., this one is completely free. So I would want you to try this out. Yes. Let me know if you're interested. If you are not able to find me, you can send me a text on Telegram and I'll send you the link to it as well. Yeah. And after you've gone through that, and if you think that it's, worth, or if you think that yeah, this is actually better than what I've been doing so far, yes, if you want to reconsider, you can very well try and take up the plus subscription as well, right? And if you do that, it's pretty light on the pocket. Yes, pretty very much light on the pocket. And if you use my code Surana Live, you'll be given an extra 10% discount. And you will let me know that, if you use the code, you will indirectly let me know that you've joined plus, because I had suggested you to do so. Yes. All right, so that's done. That's done. Let's begin with today's lecture. Yes, this is my third lecture on polynomials. If you think any part of this you are a little not able to understand, then after the session, I would want you to go through the other lectures. Yes, the second and the first one. These would help you understand, to get you a clearer picture on the basics. Yes. All right. Kanika, yes, yes. So far, I don't think you have been following us, right? So far, what we have covered is arithmetic, and arithmetic not just by me. Prateek sir has also covered arithmetic, which means the entire arithmetic is sorted, right? We are halfway through algebra. Yes, we will be soon starting, modern mathematics, number systems, geometry, which means the entire syllabus is covered, right? And if you've seen Ashish sir's lectures, the entire LR and DI section is, through and through covered. Yeah. And post my session, Bobby ma'am would come. She would take verbal ability and reading comprehension. And once you attend one of her sessions, you will also realize that everything is covered there too, right? So ultimately, what we are giving here is through and through. Yes. But since the lack of time, or since we may not be able to take up too much time on YouTube, right? What we are doing is we are suggesting people to move towards the app, right? We have a app, yes, an Unacademy's learning app. You can download that and you can check out, not just ours, right? Not just ours. There are so many other educators as well who take sessions on a daily basis. Yes, so you can check them out as well. Okay, so let's start talking about what arithmetic mean and geometric mean is. Yes. दिव्या, नहीं, होमवर्क के क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पे नहीं डिस्कस करेंगे यार. होमवर्क के क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पे नहीं डिस्कस करेंगे. द रीजन व्हाई दे आर होमवर्क इज बिकॉज वी आर नॉट एबल टू डू इट हियर ऑन यूट्यूब, राइट? तो आपको अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है होमवर्क के बारे में, इफ यू वांट टू चेक और इफ यू वांट अ सोल्यूशन फॉर दैट, very well drop us a message. Yes, drop me a message on Telegram, Instagram, wherever, and we can take it over there. Yes. Hi Harsh, good evening. Hello Harika. Hey Divya. Hi Chandana. Hi Nitesh. Good evening everyone. Right, okay. First things first, title change karna tha. Any which ways, okay. Avoid this. Look at this, arithmetic mean of the roots. Yes, what do you mean by arithmetic mean of any number, right? So if we are looking at any number, right, the arithmetic mean would be what? That's basically the average of it, right? So the arithmetic mean is nothing but the sum of the terms over the number of terms, correct? So here what we do is using the arithmetic mean of the sum, right? Arithmetic mean of the roots, my bad. The arithmetic mean of the roots, it has an importance, right? It tells you a little bit about the kind of roots that they are, right? And would also give you a vague idea about their nature also. For example, if they are if they are real or not, or if they are positive or not, may not give you a very direct idea about it, but on the top, right, over the top view of the roots can be gotten from the arithmetic mean, right? So here we know that n is nothing but the degree of that polynomial as well, right? So how many ever whatever is the degree, or how many ever roots are there, right? And the sum of the roots over that would give us what? The arithmetic mean of it. Yes. So the arithmetic mean would be what? If there are n roots, alpha 1 till alpha n, then our arithmetic mean would be what? Alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus alpha 3 all the way till alpha n over n. Yes. That's basically just averages of the numbers, right? Now this along with the geometric mean of the roots, right? This along with the geometric mean of the roots will give us a very good idea about the kind of roots that we are having, right? What do you mean by geometric mean of any number? Yes, what do you mean by geometric mean of any set of numbers? Geometric mean basically means what? Whatever are the, okay, so the geometric mean, right, raised to the power n, yes, would be equal to the product of the numbers, right? So if we have, let's say, a, b, c and d, yes, so this would be the geometric mean, right? That basically means what? The geometric mean would be what? Root of, yes, n root of a, b, c, d, whatever, how many ever roots there are, right? So if there are two roots, then it would be what? Square root of a and b, or square root of alpha 1 and alpha 2. Yes. Similarly, if there are three, if it's a cubic polynomial that you're looking at, then you would have what? The product of the three roots, but it would be the cube root of that, right? That would be the geometric mean. Yes. So correct, Vibhor. Yes, nth root of. Superb. Yeah. So this is geometric mean, right? So how many, whatever is the degree, or how many ever are the roots, yes, that will define what root it should be taken on. Yes. Now, why do we talk about the arithmetic mean and geometric mean, right? They don't ask for what the arithmetic mean of the roots are, or geometric mean of the roots are. Not always directly, yes, but then they use this somewhere in the middle of the question, right? For example, if arithmetic mean or geometric mean of the roots are asked, we should either know what the roots are, yes, or we should know something else, some other piece of information that would fetch us that. Yeah. So if you look at this piece, right, if you look at this piece, sum of all the roots, right, sum of all the roots. So in any standard polynomial, let's say a cubic polynomial, right? So if I take a cubic polynomial, yes, let's say a naught, so let's forget a naught for now, right? So we have x cube plus a1 x square plus a2 x plus a3 is equal to 0. Yes. So if I have this as the cubic polynomial, right, what would I know if I have the geometric mean? If I were given what the geometric mean is, right, what would I figure out from that? Or if I were given what the arithmetic mean is, what would I figure out from that? What do I know? The arithmetic mean basically is what? Sum of all the roots over the number of roots. Yes. And what is this a1, guys? What is a1? A1 is nothing but what? So keeping in mind a naught is 1, right? A1 would be what? So minus of a1 would be what? Sum of all the roots, correct? Alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus alpha 3. Yes. Are you getting this? Yes. Similarly, a3 would be what? What is a3, guys? A3 would be nothing but the product of the roots. Yes. So a3 would be what? Minus of a3 in this case, right? Because plus minus. Yes. So you would have what? Product of the roots. Yeah. So if you look at this particular thing, right? A1 would be what? A1 would be what? Number of roots into the arithmetic mean if it's given to us. And this would be what? Yes. What would be alpha 1, alpha 2 and alpha 3? Yes. If the geometric mean is given to us, then n power of that. So in this case, three times the arithmetic mean would give us the value of a1, yes, or minus a1, and cube of the geometric mean would give us what? The product of the roots, that's nothing but the a3 value. Yes. So generally when we talk about arithmetic mean and geometric mean, right, there's something called AM-GM inequality. Yes. So AM and GM, the arithmetic mean and geometric mean, they follow a standard inequality when it comes to real and positive numbers. Yes. When it comes to real and positive roots, yes, or any numbers, in fact, not just roots because we are talking about polynomials, otherwise any other number, right? So if we take a set of numbers, its arithmetic mean should always be greater than or equal to the geometric mean. Yes. For real and positive roots, arithmetic mean should always be greater than or equal to the geometric mean, because it makes more sense that way, right? It makes more sense if you do not have anything negative. Yes. So if you do not have anything negative here, the ultimate sum would be positive over n. This should always be greater than what? The nth root of this. Yes. It is only equal in one case, right? It is only equal in one case. Hello Shubhangi, hi. This is equal only under one circumstance. Yes, when is it equal? When is the arithmetic mean equal to geometric mean? The only one place where they are equal is if all the roots are equal. Yes, if the roots are equal, yes, then the AM and the GM would also be equal. Yes, and I'll show it to you how. I'll show it to you how as well. Yes, so see here, arithmetic mean. So let's take again the same three roots, right, or two roots or whatever. Yes, three roots if I take. Yes, if they are real, positive and equal, then its arithmetic mean would be what? Alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus alpha 3 over 3. Yes, this must be equal to what? The cube root of alpha 1, alpha 2 and alpha 3. Yes, this is only equal when is this equal, guys? The only time these two things are equal is if alpha 1, alpha 2 and alpha 3 are all equal to each other. So what would happen here? If alpha 1, 2 and 3 are equal to alpha, yes, then we would have what? 3 alpha over 3. And here what would we have? Yes, alpha cube root. Yes, so what would we get? Alpha would be equal to alpha. Do you get it? Yes. So only and only if the roots are equal, yes, AM and GM would be equal to each other. Are we getting this? Yes. The arithmetic mean and geometric mean of, correct Vibhor, super. The arithmetic mean and geometric mean of any terms, right? Any set of terms, yes, would only and only be equal if the terms are itself equal and should be real and positive. Cool. Yes. Any confusions here? Now, what would happen? What would happen if one of the roots is negative, right? What would happen if one of the roots is negative? Yes. Let's see. If I say all three are equal, but one of them is opposite in nature, right? Negative. Then what would happen? We would have a negative, negative alpha cube. Yes. But here, what we would have? If one of them were negative, we would have what? Alpha plus alpha minus alpha. So we would have what? 2 times alpha. They would not be equal. Yes. One, they would not be equal. Number two, they would not satisfy this particular condition also, right? The arithmetic mean. So if I have in a given situation, right, if one of the numbers or any of the numbers are not positive or are not real, then AM will be less than the GM. This is the only possibility. The only possibility where AM would be less than the GM is if they are not positive, yes, or they are not real. Clear? Yes. Any confusions here, guys? Anyone? No? Now we will see. So we've already seen. I've already vaguely told you how to use AM and GM, right? And when it comes to sum and product of the roots, how to put them to application, right? But if you still have second thoughts about it, let's have a look at a question and see what we can understand. What we can understand based on the AM and GM of the given numbers. Yes. So look at this question. They're asking for what is the nature of the roots of the equation. So this is a 4th degree equation. X power 4 minus 12x cube plus 54x square minus 108x plus 81. Yes. Now what do you know? What do you know about this? How many roots should we have? We should have 4 roots, right? So we should have alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and alpha 4. Yes. These 4 should be the roots that we would have for this particular equation. Yes. Now let's see what do we know about these roots and what can we figure out about them. Yes. So first things first, what do you know? The product of the roots, yes, taken one at a time, sorry, taken all at a time, right? All four together, the product of the roots is what? 81. So what do you have? You have alpha 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? All multiplied should be equal to 81. And what do you have? And what do you have? You have the term that says the sum of all the roots, yes? Alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus alpha 3 plus alpha 4 would be equal to what? Minus of the coefficient. Why? Because plus minus, right? So minus of 12, that is 12. So we are looking for four terms that add up to be 12 and four terms whose product would be 81. Yes, superb guys, very nice. Four equal roots, very nice. Root will be 3 MySpace, exactly. Exactly, a very lovely evening to study, right? Yes. Optimism all the way here. Of course, a very good time to study. In fact, every time is a good time to study. Yes, but this one specifically, yeah. Now, how do I know? How do I know that all these roots, right? What would be the nature of them? Would they be positive? Would they be equal? Yes. So to check that, what would I keep in mind? The AMGM inequality. Yes. So what do I know? If they are positive and real, yes, then what should be the AMGM inequality? AM should be greater than or equal to the GM. Yes, so AM is what? Sum of all the roots, that is 12 given to us here, right? So we have 12 is the sum of the roots over the total number of roots, that is 4. Yes, this needs to be compared to the geometric mean, that is what? That would be what? 81. Yes, nth root of the product. So n is what here? 4. Yeah. So we have to find out if this satisfies this equation or not. Yes. So why 12, Raghu? Okay. I think then you will have to follow up with the previous ones, right? The second coefficient, right? The second coefficient after a naught, a1 is always sum of all the roots taken one at a time. Alpha 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 would be 12. AM is nothing but what? What is AM? Sum of the numbers over number of numbers. What is GM? Product of the numbers. Yes, and nth root of that. Yes, got it. Okay, Fukre says the root would be minus 3. Fukre, okay, we'll check out. Now we'll find out how, why would it be 3 or why would it not be minus 3. Yes. So 12 by 4 is how much? 3. What is fourth root of 81? 3 again. Yes. So what are they? They are equal to each other. Yes. So if they are equal to each other, 3 is equal to 3. This basically means what? All of these roots will be equal to each other. Yes. So alpha 1 till alpha 4 would all be equal to each other. And what should be the value of this, right? Alpha 1 should be equal to 2, should be equal to 3, should be equal to 4. And what should they be equal to? Yes, one of these two. Because if they are equal, then the average, the arithmetic mean of those numbers would be the numbers. Yes, so if I take 5, 5 and 5, yes, what would be the arithmetic mean of that? 15 by 5, 5 again. Yes, so equal terms would mean what? They would be equal to the arithmetic mean. Yes, or also geometric mean. Yes, or also geometric mean. So in this case, what do we know? We know that all the four roots are equal to what? 3. Yes. Now, based on a question that Fukre had asked, right? What if one of these things are negative 3? It's not possible. Yes, if they were negative 3, then these two would never be equal to each other. Yes, these two would never be equal to each other. So if the arithmetic mean and the geometric mean are equal, that basically means what? All the roots are equal and they are positive and real. Cool. Any questions here? Yes. So if you do not have any questions and if you think that AM and GM is something that you have registered, let's move on to another example to confirm that. Yes. So let's confirm that using this example. I'll leave this to you. Yes, find out what is the nature of the roots of the equation x cube minus 5x square plus 12x minus 18. Yes. Okay, MySpace DI's lecture. Okay. Can you do one thing, MySpace? Can you send us a message? Yes, Telegram pe message karo and we'll find out what went wrong with the notes if at all there's anything and we'll help you there. Yes. हाँ करेक्ट हर्ष, इसमें थंब का ऑप्शन नहीं है, मतलब टाइप ही करना पड़ेगा। इसमें थंब का ऑप्शन है लाइक करो वीडियो को, वो वाला थंब का ऑप्शन है I understand, MySpace. Can you send us a message? Yes, we'll rectify that. We'll rectify that if at all there's a issue. We'll try and find out if there's an issue and we'll change that. Yes, don't worry. Super. ठीक है, anyone tell me? Okay, not all are positive. Very nice. Super, Vibhor. Super. So look at this. What do we know? Yes, here. So the direct when we are talking about the nature of the roots, yes, we first look at the GM and we look at the AM, right? What's the GM here? So this is plus minus plus minus. That basically means negative of 18. Negative of 18 should be the product of the roots. Yes, so GM would be what? 18's what? Cube root. Yes, the geometric mean should be what? 18's cube root. Yes. And what do you know about the arithmetic mean? Yes, plus minus, which means the sum is 5. Yes, the sum is 5 and the average would be what? 5 by 3. Yes. What is the inequality here? AMGM inequality is what? That the arithmetic mean should be greater than and equal to the geometric mean, and only if they are real and they are positive. Yes. So we know for a fact that it isn't, but let's check for, just for confirmation. So 5 over 3 is how much? 1.66. Yes. And how much would be the geometric mean here? Cube root of 18. Yes. Cube root of 18 would be what? We would not be able to get it definitely, but what do we know? Cube root of 2 is 8. Cube root of 3 is 27. Yes. So the geometric mean should be somewhere between 2 and 3. Yes. So somewhere between 2 and 3. Yes. Is this greater than or equal to? Obviously not, right? The geometric mean is greater than the arithmetic mean, which means what? Which means what? They may not be real. Yes, that means they may be imaginary. Yes, or they may be what? Negative. Yes, they may be imaginary and they may be negative. Clear? Any confusions here, anyone? Superb, Vibhor. Very nice. Yes. Are we clear? So what this gives us is a very basic idea, very vague idea about the kind of roots. That's it. Yes. This gives us a very basic idea about the roots. Clear? Any confusions here? Khushbu says imaginary roots possible, negative roots possible. Yes. And need not mean all three roots are imaginary or all three roots are negative, right? But even if one of them is not real and positive, we would get this result. Yes, we would get this result. Clear? Yes. Okay, so this has helped us. This has helped us understand what AM and GM is and how would their inequalities react based on the kind of question we have or kind of equation we have. Okay, now let's see how to put that into use. Yes. So I don't know if you remember this question. This is what we had seen on the first day, and a lot of you had told me that you did not understand this. Yes. And one of the reasons why you did not understand this is because you did not know the relation between AM and GM, right? So this is one of those from the first lecture, and if you haven't understood this, we could actually have a look back at it. Yes. Yeah, right. Okay, water break. Thank you, Vibhor. आप लोग ये try करिए. You guys try this out now that you know what the relation between AM and GM is, and also you've known in detail about the sum of the products, the product of the sum of the roots, the product of the roots, and product of the roots taken in groups. Yes, this would probably be a lot more helpful to you to answer this question. Yes. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and take a quick sip of water. Yes, let's keep ourselves hydrated, guys. That's extremely important, especially when the weather is acting up, right? Weather is acting up and it seems very moody, right? Sometimes it's extremely hot, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it rains. Yes, I have no clue which part of the country I am in right now, but cheers to all of you. Yep. Okay, Fukra, I wish. How I wish. Anyway, superb Vibhor. Very nice, very nice. So this definitely is a question that we had, seen earlier. Yes. Okay. So let's see how we would deal with this, right? First things first, it is clear. It is told to us that what? They have positive and real roots. Yes, so real and positive roots, which means what? AM should be greater than and equal to the GM. Yes, this is understood. Yeah. That basically means what? What would be the AM here? What would be the AM here? Yes, what would be the AM? Minus 8 by the number of roots. Yes, how many roots do we have? 4. And what do you know? This is plus, this is minus, which means the sum of the roots is what? Minus of minus 8. Yes, so the sum of roots is 8. Yes, number of roots is 4. Yeah, so this is what we have on the left hand side for AM. Let's look at the GM, right? What do we have for GM? 16 is the product, right? And also check for a fact, yes, if this is plus, minus, plus. Yes, so this is positive 16. Any which way, since it's given to us that it has positive real roots, we don't have to worry about it, right? If this part was not given to us, if this part was hidden, then we could have figured it using this. Yes, so what is the fourth root of 16? Yes, so what do we have here? 2 and 2. Yeah, so it's not just greater than or equal to, it's definitely equal to. Yes, so the AM and the GM, right, the arithmetic mean and geometric mean are equal to 2. That basically means what? All the 4 roots, yes, alpha 1, 2, 3 and 4 are all equal to what? 2. Yes, either the arithmetic mean or geometric mean, because equal number of numbers. Yes, super, very nice, very nice. Correct, Shubhangi, correct, Vibhor. Yes, correct, Khushbu. All right. What's the next thing we look at? What's the next thing we look at? Yes, they're asking for what? A minus B. Yes. So we figured out the roots. We figured out the roots. Now let's find out what A and B would be. Yes. So what is A? What is A? It's the third coefficient. Yes. That basically means what? This would be take all the roots taken one at a time. This would be all the roots taken two at a time. That means what? Alpha 1 into alpha 2 plus alpha 2 into alpha 3 plus alpha 3 into alpha 4 plus alpha 1 into alpha 3 plus alpha 1 into alpha 4. So how many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you would have what? Plus you would have alpha 2 taken with alpha 4. Yes. So if this is a tough task, right? If this is a tough task, and if you are confused as to how many such combinations would come, right, or how many number of terms would we have here, right? What you do here is you have four roots: alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4, and you have to take two at a time. Yes, so out of four you have to make groups of two. That's basically what 4C2. Yes, so 4C2 is how much, guys? 4 times 3 by 2, that is 6. Got it? Yes. No issues, Jayaprakash. अभी के लिए look at this, have a look at this. Yes. समझ में नहीं आया तो we will talk about it, right? बाद में बात करेंगे उसके बारे में. अभी के लिए ये देखो. Yes. अगर चाहिए इसका notes ले लो, फिर वापस पहले का देखोगे ना, when you look at the previous ones, you will have a better idea about it. Yes. So what do we know? They have to be 6, pairs of it, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yes. Now you don't, since the roots are equal, you don't have to do this at all, right? So what would be the value of A? Yes, the value of A would be what? This is what? 2 into 2 plus 2 into 2 plus 2 into 2 and so on, right? So 2 into 2 is what? 4. This I have to add how many times? 6 times. Yes. So this is how much? 24. Are we clear here? Yes. Moreover, the coefficient of x square in this case has to be positive, so we don't have to worry about the sign here. Yes. Now let's look at B. In the case of B, what would we have to do? Yes, in the case of B, what would we have to do? Yes, we'll have to take 3 at a time. Yes, 3 roots at a time. That means alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 plus alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4 plus alpha 1, alpha 3, alpha 4. Yes, Yeah. So here also what would happen? Yes, there are four roots, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to take three at a time. Yes, that means what? 4C3. Yes. Out of 4, you need to make groups of 3. Yes, that would be how much? 4C3 is the same as 4C1, which is 4. So what's the one thing that we have missed out? Yes, the one thing that we have missed out is what? 1, 2, and 4. So alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 4. The reason why we take combination and not permutation is because the order doesn't matter here. Alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 4 is the same as alpha 2, alpha 1, alpha 4. That's why. Yes. Again, here what would you have to do? Yes. Look at this. 2 into 2 into 2. Yes. 2 into 2 into 2. That's how much? 8. Yes. I have to add 8 these many times. How many times? 4 times in this case. Yes. So this would be 32. But what have you forgotten here? This is negative, right? The place this is taking has to be negative already. Yes, so this must be what? Yes, so negative of negative itself. Do you understand? Minus b diya hua hai. Yes, minus b diya hua hai, and this has to be negative already. Yes, that means b's value must be positive. Are you able to understand? Yes. This is what taken 3 at a time. Yes, taken 3 at a time. That basically means what? Negative of a3 by a0. Clear? Yes, so a3 positive रहेगा तभी b negative में बनेगा. Clear? So b has to be a positive term. Now what does the question ask? The question is asking what? What is a minus b? Yes. So you have the value of a 24, b is 32, a minus b is what? Negative 8, which is option C. Clear? Yes. जयप्रकाश ज्वाइन द टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. वहां पे हम रोज नोट्स भेजते हैं. यस, इमीडिएटली. इनफैक्ट 5-10 मिनट सेशन खत्म होने के 5-10 मिनट में नोट्स रेडी होते हैं वहां पे. यस, सो यू कैन ज्वाइन द टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. यस, उसका लिंक they'll soon send it. Yes, and you can join it there. Yes. Are we clear now? Are we clear? Right. So the two things that I wanted to talk to you about based on a lot of people's, questions or queries or requests also. Yes. One is how do we identify if the roots would be equal? Yes. How would we know if the roots are equal? If the arithmetic mean and geometric mean are the same. Number two, how do you identify how many groups should be made, right? How many groups of the roots should be made? How many groups would be formed? Yes, तो ये रहा. Yes, number of roots. Yes, number of roots. By what should be the grouping? Yes, so if you want to make groups of 1, yes, you want to make groups of 2, you want to make groups of 3, yes, 4, 5, जो भी है, this would be the number of groups that would be made. Clear? Yes. So this one was from the past, something that could have haunted us otherwise. Yes, तो अब ये clear है, अब ये सबको समझ में आ जाना चाहिए. अगर फिर भी डाउट है, if you still think that नहीं सर ये हल्का सा समझ में नहीं आया है, तो drop in a message. Yes, and we will take it from there. Yes. बाकी इस क्वेश्चन को इतना ही भाग देते हैं, इससे ज्यादा नहीं. 2 बार डिस्कस कर लिए, इससे ज्यादा नहीं करे तो बेटर रहेगा. Yes. Cool, super. चलिए फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं. राइट, here is another question. This is for you to try out. Yes, so far what we've done was absorption and handheld practice. This one is for you to try out now. Yes, this would take you about 30 seconds. Yes, 30 odd seconds. उतना भी नहीं लगेगा. Now that you are very well versed with AMGM का inequality, also very well versed with sum and the product of the roots concept. Yes, of a polynomial. So try this out. They're asking for the value of p. Yes. Now they have mentioned clearly that they have real and positive roots. Yes. अगर ये नहीं भी देते ना, we could have still figured out this. Yes, so this is kind of trivial. Yes, this is kind of trivial. Yes, any which ways. Superb, Vibhor. Very nice, very nice. Vibhor has given the answer. He says the answer is D147. How about others? Anyone else? Superb. Khushbu has also answered. Very nice. D147. Yes. So this is for you to test. This is for you to test a few things, right? Number one, what can you test here? You can test here the inequality of AM and GM. Yes, this particular concept. Number two, what you can put at test is if you understood what sum and product of roots are. Yes, at least for a polynomial. Yes. And third, if you can answer this in a very time efficient manner, that also matters. Yes, time efficient manner. How to deal with a question like this in a time efficient manner also matters, right? Superb. Amrit has also answered it. Yes. Others, don't worry if you're not getting it yet. Yes. Let us try this now. Yeah. So they're asking for the value of p. Yes, they're asking for the value of p. We know that they are real and positive roots. Yes, so to confirm if the roots are equal, what do we check? We check if the arithmetic mean is the same as geometric mean. Yes. What is the arithmetic mean? Here. So this is plus, this has to be minus. So minus of minus is what? 21. That means the arithmetic mean, the sum of the roots is 21. Number of roots is 3. This has to be equal to what? The cubic root of what? Again, plus minus. So minus of minus is plus 343. Yes, ये बार बार चेक करने की जरूरत नहीं है because they have given to us that they are real and positive. Yes, but if they haven't given us that they are positive, then you have to be very careful about this, right? So this is 7, this is 7. That basically means what? That the roots are what? All the three roots are equal to each other and are equal to 7. Yes. Now for us to find out p, there are two ways to do it, right? Now for us to find out the value of p, we can do it in two ways. One of the ways would be what? To find out the sum of the roots taken 1, 2, 3 at a time. Yes, sorry, 2 at a time. Teeny cubes, right? Teeny roots are taken 2 at a time, right? So you have alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. You have to find out taken 2 at a time, right? So if you take 2 at a time, 1 or 2, 2 or 3, 3 or 1, you know the product would be what? 7 times 7, right? So what, which is how much? 49. Yes. This has to be repeated how many times? 3. There are 3 roots in total. You have to make groups of 2. So 3c2 is what? The same as 3c1, that is 3. So 49 times 3 would be the value of p. Yes, and positive negative also matters. यहाँ पे positive ही है तो you don't have to worry, right? So 120 plus 27 is how much? 147. Our answer is option D. Clear? Yes. So this would be the standard way of doing it. Standard way of doing it, right? Taking into consideration what? Yes, this would be what? Sum of the roots taken 2 at a time. Yes, taken 2 at a time. Got it? Now, apart from doing it this way, so this is how standard people would answer this, right? Traditional people would answer this question, yeah. But if you are someone who wants to answer this in a time efficient manner, you know what the roots are. Yes, you know what the roots are. You know what this polynomial is equal to. Yes, you only have one unknown left here. Just quickly find that out. That's it. So if I substitute, yes, one of the roots, and they are all the same, x, yes, into this equation, cubic equation, I'll get the value of p directly. Yes, so what is x cube? 7 cube, that is 343, minus 21 times x square. Yes, what is x square? 49. I'm going to keep this for like this for a while, right? Minus 21 into 49. Yes, plus px is what? 7p. Minus 343 should be equal to 0. Yes. Now what do you get here? You get 343 can be cancelled out. Yes. So 7 times p should be equal to 21 times 49. The reason why I did not multiply this beforehand is because I knew these there could be something that could be cancelled out. Yes. So this is once, this is 7 times 21 would be what? 140 plus 7, so p's value is 147. Yes, so this would be the answer. Yeah, so this would be a faster way. I don't think you save much time. Yes, but then if things were more complex, then you could have used this. Yes, moreover, if you knew that the roots are not equal, yes, If you figure out that the roots are not equal and the roots are different, yes, and if you can somehow figure that out, then using this method would be easy to find an unknown than doing this. Got it? Yes. Any questions here, guys? Anyone? Yeah? No? Okay then. So let's quickly, let's just take a quick hydration break and then we'll look at the next one. Yeah. Right. So this one here is a homework question. Yes. They've asked for the value of x. They want you to solve for x. Yes, and this is the equation they have given, fourth order equation. Yes, fourth degree equation. Try this out. Answer the question real quick. अब ये वाला easy ही है question, तो इसको homework में नहीं करेंगे, right? यहीं पे कर लेंगे and then we will try out something on our own for homework. Yes, for unsupervised practice we'll do it on our own after. ठीक है? अभी ये यहीं पे कर लेते हैं. Right. So what do we have? X power 4 minus 50x square plus 400 should be equal to 0. Yes. What are they asking? What are they asking? What are the roots? Yes, the roots have been asked here. So first things first, you can do it, you can solve this in a standard way if you want. Yes. But then there is a more, efficient way of answering this. Yes. There is the standard way of answering this, of course. Yes, and there is a more time efficient manner. Yes, that is using a combination of answer elimination and reverse engineering. Yes, super. Vibhor has answered. Very nice, Vibhor. How about the others? Anyone? So what would be the standard way of answering this? Yes, we would have to solve this, right? And since this is one of the fourth degree, yes, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved in a fourth degree equation. Yes, I could take, x square and this would be 20 square, right? So x square minus 20 square, but this would be minus 10x square. Yes, I can do that, but I don't want to. Instead, so to avoid a higher degree equation, what you can do is replace that with another variable. Yes, I'm going to replace x square with y. Yes. So if I take x square as I, very nice. Vijay, Harika, Khushbu, Shreya, very nice. Correct answer. So we are doing it in the standard way first. Okay. X square would be equal to y. So what would this be? If x square is y, then this would be what? Y square. Right. So y square minus 50 times x square is y plus 400 is equal to 0. So now you have a very beautiful quadratic equation. Beautiful in a way that it's very easy going. Yes. So can you find out the value of y? The product of the roots must be 400. Yes, the sum of the roots must be what? Minus of minus 50, that's plus 50. Yes. So what would be the roots? 40 and 10, both positive. Yes. So roots of this equation is 40, guys. Don't panic. It's not for this equation, right? So y is equal to what? 40 and y is equal to what? 10. So if y is 40 and y is 10, then my question is what would be x? Yes, so x square is 40 then in that case. So what do we have? X would be equal to 4 times 10, that is 2 root 10. Yes, keeping in mind that these could be plus or minus. Yes, you have to include both plus or minus. The same way on the other side, y is equal to 10, which means x square would be equal to 10. So x would be what? Square root of 10, but plus or minus of. So these are the four roots. Yes, 2 root 10 minus 2 root 10, root 10 minus 2 root 10. That is what? Option C, and that's my answer. Very nice. But this is doing what? This is doing what? Using the standard way of solving it. Yes. Now let's look at what a person who is very, non-traditional do. Yes. So first things first, what you can do is look at eliminating some answer choices, right? So look at this. This would be what? This would be the product of the terms. Yes. So 400s. Yes. So 400s. AM GM inequality is what we are going to use, right? AM and GM inequality. Yes. to check if they are equal or not. So to find out the relation between them. Yes. The GM would be what? Product of the roots and 4 root of that. Yes. There is no sum. The sum of the roots is 0 here. Do you see x power 4 and there is no coefficient to x cube? That basically means what? The sum of the roots is 0, which means the arithmetic mean would also be 0, right? We don't even need 4 root of 400 because we know that this will definitely be greater than that. Yes. So that this basically means what? There will not be, either there will not be real roots or there will not be positive roots. Yes. Do you see all these answer choices? All are real, so you can take this out of the equation. Yes, they will not be positive roots, which means there will be some negative roots definitely. Yes, so this is the only answer choice that has all positive roots. We can eliminate that. The next step would be what? Look at A, look at C, look at D. Yes, and you would have to substitute one of them here. Yes, substitute one of them in the equation. Yes. Now, before you go ahead, starting from the top, yes, look at this. 400 is the product. Yes, 400 is the product. If there were two roots, I could have split this as 20 and 20 and call it equal roots. Correct? I could have called it what? 20, 20 equal roots. But since there are 4 roots, I have to split this into what? I cannot split these into 4 4 numbers. Yes, I cannot split 400 into 4 numbers. That would give me a sum as 0. Yes, so it's clear that there would be one of the numbers with root. Yes, so I can still let go of what? D. Also look at this, 4 times, so 10 times 10 is 100. Yes, this would be minus 100, this is minus 16, this is minus 1600, too big. Yes, and look at A again. You have what? 100 here already. Yes, and you would have 40 here. Do you get this? Yes. So this is 100 here already. Yes, this is 40 here already. 40 times 100 would be what? 4000, too big. So what's my answer? C. Yes. So I don't even have to substitute. One of the roots in the entire equation. I just have to look at the product of the roots. That's it. Yes. So that would be a more time efficient way of answering a question like this. Cool. Yes. Superb, guys. So I hope you guys got to learn something today. Yes, I would want you to try out some questions. Yes, any material that you have, please feel free to try out questions. If you come across any doubts or something, we'll try our best to answer them. Yes, but you'll have to give us some leverage. Yes, that we may not be able to answer them almost immediately, right? It might take some time to do that. Yeah. And tomorrow at 6 p.m. what we will see is how to use reminder theorem in polynomials. Yes. So if you want to do some pre-hand research on that, or some if you want to revise something, if you already knew it, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah. And we also have some trending classes tomorrow, right? Trending sessions. Yes, I would want all of you all to be present there. We will send across the link to you. We will send across the timer to you, right? We'll send you a reminder of that as well. Yes. So this was my day today, guys. Yes, if you haven't already joined the community, please go ahead and do that, because all notifications about the sessions, about different events that are happening would be sent there. Yes. And about the Unacademy subscription, yes. See, by now you have lost enough time, right? So you have about let's say you don't have any more than 5 months. Yes, you don't have any more than 5 months. Yes, this is inclusive of the buffer. When I say buffer, I talk about a few days you wouldn't feel like preparing for it. Yes, a few days you would want to take break from your daily routine. Yes, a few days you may not feel well, like it was the case with me yesterday, right? So keeping all these buffers in the mind, a few days the weather could be too good. Yes, few days power could go off, whatever. So you have you have 5 months. Yes, in these 5 months, the last month, yes, the last month you will have to leave for mocks completely. Yes, purely mocks. Then the month of November should be completely left for mocks. That basically means you have 4 months. Yes. So in these 4 months, if you would want to prepare for CAT in such a way that you get over 98th percentile, Yes, more than 98th percentile. Yes, because let's be honest with ourselves, right? Most B schools, they say that 80th percentile, 85th percentile, 90th percentile is also okay. Yes, but unless and until you get something over this, they may not even consider your profile. Yeah, so we need over 98th percentile or 99th percentile or 100th percentile, whatever you're aiming for. Yes, that may not be possible in the given 4 months if this is our pace. Yes, this is our pace. Yes, Divya, of course we will, of course. हाँ, जरूर करेंगे. Yeah. So if this is your pace, then you may not be equal, you may not be, able to manage all the syllabus, right? And we are not only talking about quantitative aptitude. This is not only about quantitative aptitude. You have so much to deal with in LR and DI. You have so much to deal with in BA and RC as well. Yes. So if you want to accommodate all of this in the 4 months of time, this basically means you will have to give more than your 100%. Yes. And the one place, the 1+1 place that will keep motivating you, that will keep pushing you towards giving your more than 100% is plus. Yes. See, please understand, this is not wings of fire जहाँ पे मैं बोलूँ कि मैंने street light के नीचे बैठ के पढ़ा है, right? We all understand that in this time and age, right? In this time and age, yes, ambience, yes, or the environment of the study matters a lot. Yes, you may, so we are leaving out some exceptions, right? Some exceptions hain, right? There are people who can manage that in difficult environments also, but on an average for a person to be able to give his or her 100% of the concentration, they need a very good environment to do that. Yes, and where else will you get a very good environment to learn? You understand, right? So if let's say you are, so this is basically like moving on a road, right? It's basically like moving on a road. Yes, if you want to move towards this way, but you are traveling in on a road that is going where the traffic is going the other way around, what would happen? You would also want to change your course towards this. Yes, so this is what happens on other platforms, but on plus what happens, not only you who's planning on going in this direction, everyone else is also determined towards it. Yes, so what would happen on some days when your motivation is low, right? When you do not have the will to continue, when you want to think of, so ठीक है यार छोड़ ही देते हैं, right? On those days what would happen? Looking at everyone else do it, you would also want to move ahead, right? So you will give yourself that NOS, that nitrox boost that you require for your preparation. Yes, so one of those areas, one of those places is what? Your plus. So apart from the live classes that we do here, yes, the live classes there are much more refined. Yes, and the interaction there is also much more detailed. Plus, talk about the leaderboards and the live polls, which will tell you where you are with respect to your competition. And the test series would tell you what? How much should you practice? How well should you practice? What are the strong areas? What are the weak areas? Where was I able to answer the question in less than the average time? Where did I take more than the average time? Yes, all of that would be a part of the analysis there. Yes, and cherry on the top, live doubt clearing sessions. कभी भी कुछ भी practice करो, doubt आया क्या करे, किसको पूछे, take a picture of that, take a screenshot of that, post it, and you will have a doubt clearing session every 4th day. Yes, so for that, what would you have to do? If you think you would be someone who would be up for that, yes, install the Unacademy's learning app. Yes, go for CAT, take the subscription, look at the price, it's actually very nominal, right? And if you use my code Surana Live, you'll be given an extra 10% discount also. Yes, so I'm hoping to see some of you tonight at 11 p.m. on the special class that we have, right? 11 p.m. Yes, try and make it 11 p.m. Yes, यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ 11 p.m. If you want to be a part of this, send me a text on Telegram and I'll send you the link to it also. Yes, just to see, this is free, right? You don't have to have the subscription to attend this class, right? This is free. This will help you understand where you are with respect to your competitors and how's the environment. Yes, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. I will see you soon, pretty soon. How soon would vary. Yes, Until then, good night. Have a great day ahead. And I think I've taken a minute extra from Bobby Ma'am's class. Uh, I will soon owe one, apology to her. Yes. So I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, keep studying. Thank you very much.